Hey y'all, it's Liz. How are you? Hey, look, I wanted to come to you today, do this really quick video. I was talking with my girlfriend the other day, and she was telling me that her husband, she had caught him sending dick shots to another female on the internet. And she had suspected that he had been cheating. He's active duty military in the Army, and he had been cheating. That's what she had thought, you know, that he had been cheating on her because of his demeanor, the way he's been acting the last several months. He was on an exercise or on a deployment, and she'd gotten a letter from the Army saying, I don't know if it was addressed to her, I think it was addressed to him most likely, that he had removed her as the beneficiary on his life insurance policy through the military. And he was like, oh no, that's wrong, you know, the Army made a mistake. Okay, number one, those kind of mistakes are not made by the military. As far as the SGLI, if you want to change your beneficiary on your insurance policy through the military, you have to actually initiate it and follow through, sign legal papers, because this isn't something that they toy with. And they do not remove people on the phone. You can't call Base Legal and say, hey, I want to remove so-and-so from my policy. No fuck. You have to actually initiate it by going into the legal office, filling out the forms, documenting everything, and signing it in front of the legal person there. So the military don't make that mistake as far as pulling people off as beneficiaries. Those have to be initiated by the active duty member, and that's how that works. So when he told you that they made a mistake, that's a fucking lie, because he has to initiate that. The active duty member has to initiate the change of any beneficiary to his insurance policies, especially his SGLI through the military. Okay, number two, when she caught him doing the dick shots to this fucking home-wrecking bitch, he tells her that he wants a divorce 2 days before their anniversary. He wants a divorce. And he wants her out of the house before he deploys in 5 months. Okay, number one, and this is Liz. You can't put Liz out of her house. You might get to stepping, but I ain't going no motherfucking where. And I'm not for sure, but I believe they live on base housing. And if that is the case, you do not have to leave. You don't have to vacate your base housing until your divorce is final. Until you're divorced. Just because he says, I want a divorce and I want you out, doesn't mean that he can put you out. He cannot put you out of base housing while he's married to you. He can't put you out. Anyway, so don't let him fool you on that motherfucking shit. You know, I tell that, look, you know, what I don't get is, you know, my question would be, when did you motherfucking stop loving me? Man, we as women, we love so goddamn hard. We walk through motherfucking fire for a motherfucking man. I know it. I've been there and done it. We will walk through fire. We see the danger. We see it. It's right there in front of us. But we still walk through the fire for the man. You know? Well, my question is, motherfucker, when did you stop loving me? When did you stop loving me, and when did you get to a point where you can sit up in here and disrespect me by taking dick shots and sending them to another woman? Then he says, I have never slept with her. That's a motherfucking lie. I don't know how you can believe that. You sending dick shots to a bitch that you ain't slept with, and you disrespecting me? You're doing things that are so shady, it's unreal. Here's the kicker. So she calls this female. Granted, she's black, he's white. The husband and wife. And I'm assuming that the home wrecking bitch is white. And she's like, oh, you fucking nigger. You're a nigger. Nigger this, nigger that. She couldn't have got too many goddamn niggas out on me before I stomped her motherfucking ass. There's some things, women, if you're out fucking with a married man, or if you're fucking with somebody else's man, whether they're married or not, you need to respect motherfucking boundaries. You know? I'm like this. If you can save your marriage, save it. Me? Steve cannot do that bullshit to me. I'd leave. I would just say, you know what? I'm done. It takes years to build up trust with a man that you are married to. But it only takes one night to tear it all apart. One night is all it takes to knock down that wall, and you have no trust. You have no trust. You have no relationship. And how dare he allow his mistress to talk to his wife this way? We see it all the time. I've seen it before. You know? Women up there, you know, cussing out the wife and husband sitting back. When did it become okay to do that bullshit? When did it become okay? Ask your husband. Motherfucker, when did you stop loving me? And when did you feel that it was okay to disrespect me like this? If nothing else, I'm talking about military part now. I stood behind you through your military career. I backed you on your motherfucking deployments. I prayed for your motherfucking happiness more than I would pray for my own. When did it become okay to do this to me? When did it become okay to have your bitch that you're laying up with disrespect me and you allow it? I honestly feel like if I was messing around or if I had messed around with somebody, he can't approach Steve. He can't. It's already bad enough that I'm fucking around. Why would I want this motherfucker to disrespect my husband? What kind of man would allow his fucking bitch buddy to disrespect his wife? And all I can tell you, baby girl, is if you're willing to stick it out and work it out with him, some marriages can be saved, even if there's been infidelity. It can be saved. It just depends on how far you want to go with it. You know, sometimes we love a man so much, we give up our own soul for him. And if that's what you're willing to do, then so be it. But I think that you have to know in your heart that you could forgive him and move on. I don't forgive shit, too much of anything. No, I can't forgive you fucking around on me. Just can't do it, you know. I do bad by myself. I don't need you fucking around on me. And then always thinking, damn, is he going to leave me today? You know? But if I was you, I would damn sure ask him, when did you stop loving me and how can you let your bitch disrespect me? Number 2, she couldn't call me a nigga too many more times before I put my foot up in her motherfucking ass. You know? I put a foot up in her ass and I put my fist up in her crotch. I damn sure would. I bust her out. She wouldn't have to worry about getting no dick shots from her husband. But, you know, that bullshit is uncalled for. You tell that motherfucker he better stop putting that shit on the damn internet. Next thing you know, it'd be ended up on YouTube. His dick slinging around all over the goddamn place. You know. But anyways, y'all, I just wanted to vent about that because it pissed me off when she told me. But I hope she's doing well. And if you can save your marriage, then do so. All right. Deuces, y'all. Bye.